All right, everybody, Happy New Year. Starting out 2025 unexpectedly as I'm standing here on a beautiful piece of sand that used to be one of our hotels called the Schooner. In Schooner, we had 31 hotel rooms sitting here. We've got some apartments across the street. We had a nice little project going on here, and Hurricane Helene came. Here's a little bit of footage about that thing, and it wiped it out. We didn't expect that to happen, right? We were planning on running this for a little while, eventually tearing it down and rebuilding, but not right now. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. You look at opportunities and it is what it is. So what I'm talking about today is really the basis of this whole channel and our company and our mantra and our life, and it's BE3, right? It's empower, educate, and encourage. So what I wanna talk about for you is just take a moment and think about 2025 and what are you gonna do with these 3 E's in your life, right? So empower, educate, and encourage. Now, this is just localized for what I'm mentioning for this specific market where I spend a lot of my time. And if you don't know, we have a whole bunch of C21 offices all throughout the state of Florida. We're about to launch in different states around the country and going nationwide with our company called BE3, which is not a cloud-based, but a virtual model inside of C21 that is one culture, one voice, one thing, which allows us to build a really cool culture, really cool systems tools with a group of people that are all kind of cohesive and do what they need to do. So the underlying basis of that is have fun, make money, and design and live a life that puts a big ass smile on your face. So every year, this time of year, everyone sits back and says, what am I gonna do this year? So my question for you right now is, what are you gonna do this year? Because whatever you did last year is going to give you the exact same results unless you make a change. So the thing I always say to the agents that I work with is pull out your phone for a second, open up your banking app, and look at the balance. And that is the biggest scoreboard you're going to get, right? You're in business. This is your business scoreboard. And if that number is awesome, congratulations. You did a great job last quarter. If that number is not exciting to you, then you need to do some different shit for this next coming quarter so you can look at the end of March and open up the same app and say, now we're talking, right? But it's gonna take a difference in one of these 5 things. And I'm always gonna go back to this one because it's never enough. Mindset, motivation, skills, action, and accountability. What is the mindset? Now, my mindset could be easily destroyed around here. We got smacked by 2 hurricanes and it completely disrupted my life, my businesses, my family, everything, right? Completely up in a blender, right? So I could easily say, oh shit, what am I gonna do? But I'm not gonna do that, right? Because I have to physically control my mindset and set it on things that are more important. And for me, one of the ways I deal with that is I like to help other people, right? So I took an opportunity to be kind of a community focal point to help a lot of people whose lives were in a blender as well and help guide them through the other side of this thing to realize that it's not gonna be that bad. Now it sucks, right? I'm not gonna downplay what happened, but on the other side of it, it's even better than it was before, and that's a mindset and that's a belief, right? So what is your mindset for this quarter? And there's random things you don't see every day, concrete machines going down the beach, but what is the mindset, right? And then that's the first thing. Will this quarter be better than the last quarters you've ever had? And that's the mindset, because if you believe it will be, then you can do it. If you don't think so or you're doubting it, it's never gonna change, right? So mindset, motivation. What are you doing this for? Like, do you have kids? Do you have grandkids? Do you have a philanthropy? Do you have a church? Do you have a neighborhood? Do you have a dream board? Do you have a vacation schedule? Do you want to do something for your kids, grandkids? Do you want to set them up for life? Do you want to set up their college? Do you want to set up a retirement account? Do you want to buy some crypto? You want to buy an investment property? What do you want? What is the motivation to go out and do the things that we need to go do? But motivations, you could say, yeah, I want a Lambo and I want a whole bunch of Bitcoin and I want to buy an investment house. But if you don't have the mindset that you can do it, it's just a waste of exercise. So that's why I always start with the mindset to make sure it's mentally there. You're there, you know you can do this. Because guys, we're going into, I truly believe, a golden era of life, of the economy, of the United States, of real estate, of investments, and in mindset and just consumer confidence. We're about to roll into it. Whether you like the new incoming regime or not, I think everyone acknowledges that it's going to be very different, right? It's going to be a different vibe. It's going to be a different attitude. It's going to be pro-business. It's going to be pro-growth. It's going to be lower regulations, which is going to by nature create expansion. And with expansion comes opportunity. With opportunity comes cash flow. With cash flow comes opportunities and more cash flows. And you're there to either capture it or not capture it, right? So that's the mindset. That's the motivation. Now this goes to the next thing, skills. right? What is the skill difference that you're gonna have to do? Now, if your bank account is okay, keep the skill set you have right now because that is paying you at that level. If you want a higher level in your bank account at the end of March, you have no choice but to update your skills, right? Or add another skill set or tweak your skill set and learn a different ability. You have no choice, guys, or else you're going to stay where you are. And being human and that we're probably here on this channel together means that you're not the type of person. You're an inspired, you're an empowered individual that wants something more by nature, right? Or we probably wouldn't be seeing each other. So that's all bullshit if you think you don't need to upgrade your skills. So what skill are you gonna do? A lot of the following's in real estate and they're entrepreneurs and they're business people. What are you gonna do differently? Who are you gonna reach out to? Who is your network that you're going to inspire, right? Because if you can't reach people and you can't be visible, nothing's gonna change. So you have to decide who are you gonna be visible to. Can you be visible to the world? No, you don't have the marketing spend. It's impossible, right? Can you be visible to your entire state? No. Your entire city? Not really. To your entire neighborhood? Yeah. To your entire niche? Yes, right? So who do you want to be visible to and forget the rest of the world, and how could you bring value to that market? And is that market big enough to bring you all of your income to satisfy your motivation and your mindset and your dreams? Hell yes, it is, right? So let's get visible to who do you need to be visible to, and that's your skill. And then that's the action. Are you posting? Are you mailing? Are you calling? Are you door knocking? What are you doing? Right? And if you don't have good skills to reach, then you need to probably change being where you are with a place that has access to skills and next level universities and access for the tools and the scripts and the focus and to be able to get to where you need to be. And then if you've got the skills and you're taking the action, the last thing is accountability. Who's hovering over you? I don't care if it's your spouse, your cat, your neighbor, a coach, right? Your broker, your manager, and it doesn't matter. Somebody has to say, hey, you told me you wanted to save some money and put your kids in a better school. What did you do last week? Did you do any different than you did the week before? No? Well then, why don't you go call your kid right now and tell them you hope that they're okay with you giving them an inferior education and opportunity in the world, right? How does that feel, right? Who's gonna be that person to you? Oh, you're okay taking one long weekend vacation around to a little resort that's not very exciting? Good for you, that's exciting, whoop-de-doo, right? Who's gonna give you shit? Right? Who's going to inspire you? Who's going to kick your ass? Who's going to pat you on the back? Who's going to take you up to that next level? Because this is the time, guys. The last few years have been not good. Last year was one of the worst years in the real estate industry in the last foreseeable future. Okay, so now we're going to make sure that this year is going to be the best. So watch for more. We've got a lot. All of our content's going to be empower-based, educate, encourage, and mostly for our business-minded people, entrepreneurs, and especially in the real estate industry. So reach out. Let me know what your goals are going to be for this quarter. If you need some accountability, reach out. If you're in one of our marketplaces, let's talk about working together. If you're not in one of our marketplaces, we're expanding to your marketplace. Maybe you can be one that helps expand into there. Let us know. And talk to you guys soon. Get ready. We're going to kick some ass. And whatever life hands you the lemons, we're here. We're on the beach. We're going to make margaritas. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.